Small choices, big results. Success doesn't come from one big breakthrough or a single lucky moment. It comes from small, consistent actions over time. This is the core idea behind the compound effect by Darren Hardy. At first glance, small decisions seem insignificant. Skipping a workout, eating an extra dessert, or spending an extra $5 daily might not seem like much. But when repeated over weeks, months, and years, these small choices compound into massive results, either positive or negative. The power of compounding in everyday life. Imagine two people. Person A makes small, healthy choices daily, exercising, saving money, and reading for self-improvement. Person B makes slightly worse choices, skipping workouts, overspending, and wasting time on distractions. For the first few months, there's no noticeable difference between them. But after 1 year, the gap widens. After 5 years, the results are life-changing. One person is healthier, wealthier, and more knowledgeable, while the other is struggling. This happens in every area of life. Heavy checkmark finances. Small savings lead to financial independence over time. Heavy checkmark health. Small daily habits create lasting fitness. Heavy checkmark relationships. Little acts of kindness build deep, meaningful connections. Success isn't about making radical changes overnight. It's about sticking to simple, effective actions consistently. Why most people fail to see the power of small decisions. The reason most people ignore the compound effect is because it works slowly. We live in a world that craves instant results, fast money, quick weight loss, and overnight success. But real success doesn't happen like that. It's boring and unsexy at first. You won't see massive results in a week or even a month. That's why many people give up too soon. Darren Hardy emphasizes that the key to success is patience. If you stay committed long enough, the results will come, and they will be exponential. The magic penny example. Would you rather have $3 million in cash today or a penny that doubles in value every day for 31 days? At first, the penny seems worthless. After 10 days, it's still just $5.12. After 20 days, it's only $5,242, far from $3 million. But by day 31, the penny has grown to $10.7 million. This is how the compound effect works. The small choices that seem insignificant start multiplying over time. Success is like growing a tree. You don't see results immediately, but the roots are forming beneath the surface. The key takeaway: stick with it. Most people quit when they don't see immediate progress. But those who persist long enough experience exponential success. The secret to massive results is repeating simple actions consistently, whether it's reading 10 pages a day, making healthy eating choices, or investing small amounts of money. Small blue diamond, small daily actions plus time plus consistency equals success. Taking control of your habits, the key to long-term success. In the first session, we discuss how small, consistent actions shape our future. But how do we make sure those actions are actually leading us toward success instead of failure? The answer lies in our habits. Darren Hardy emphasizes that habits are the foundation of the compound effect. Every action we take, whether productive or destructive, starts as a small choice, repeated over time until it becomes automatic. The hidden power of habits. Most people don't realize how much their daily habits control their lives. Think about this. You don't decide every morning whether to brush your teeth. You just do it. You don't have to consciously remember to check your phone. It's automatic. If you always grab a sugary snack in the afternoon, it's probably not a conscious choice anymore. It's a habit. Now, imagine what happens when these habits involve money, health, and personal growth. If you build small, positive habits, they lead to great success. But if you develop bad habits, they can destroy your future without you even realizing it. The habit loop, how habits are formed. Every habit follows a simple cycle. Cue trigger. Something in your environment reminds you to take action. Example, you see a coffee shop on your way to work. Routine action. You follow a specific behavior. Example, you buy a sugary coffee every morning. Reward outcome. You feel satisfied or get some benefit. Example, you get an energy boost and enjoy the taste. Over time, this cycle becomes automatic. The more times you repeat it, the harder it is to break. Breaking bad habits before they break you. If your current habits are holding you back, you need to interrupt the habit loop. White heavy checkmark step 1. Identify the triggers. What situations, emotions, or places cause you to engage in bad habits? White heavy checkmark step 2. Replace the routine. Instead of eliminating a habit, replace it with a better one. Example, if you usually eat junk food when stressed, replace it with a healthy snack. White heavy checkmark step 3. Change the reward. Find a positive reward that satisfies your craving. Instead of social media scrolling, reward yourself with a short walk or a good book. By consistently making small adjustments, you can rewire your brain and replace bad habits with good ones. Creating positive habits for success. Just as negative habits can lead to failure, positive habits, when compounded over time, lead to massive success. Here's how you can create habits that push you toward your goals. Start small. Don't aim for perfection on day 1. If you want to exercise, start with 5 minutes a day. If you want to read more, start with 2 pages per night. Be consistent. The key to making habits stick is repetition. Even if your effort is small, doing it daily makes it permanent. Track your progress. Keep a habit tracker or journal to measure your growth. This keeps you accountable and motivated. Surround yourself with the right people. Your habits are influenced by your environment. If you want to eat healthy, spend time with people who prioritize health. Why most people fail to change habits. Darren Hardy explains that people often fail at changing habits because they expect instant results and give up too soon. Try to change too many things at once. Don't realize that small bad habits can lead to massive failures over time. The key to success is to focus on one small change at a time. Stay consistent and allow the compound effect to work in your favor. Key takeaway: you are your habits. Success isn't about talent or luck. It's about the habits you build over time. If you want to change your life, start by changing one small habit today.
The power of momentum, how to create unstoppable progress. By now, we understand that small daily habits shape our future. But once you start making positive changes, how do you keep going without losing motivation? The answer lies in something Darren Hardy calls Big MO momentum. What is momentum and why does it matter? Momentum is the force that keeps things moving once they have already started. Imagine pushing a heavy train. At first, it barely moves. But once it gains speed, it becomes nearly unstoppable. Success works the same way. The hardest part is getting started. But once you build momentum, things become easier and automatic. This is why many people fail to stick to their goals. They give up before momentum kicks in. They don't realize that success isn't about pushing hard forever, it's about pushing just long enough for momentum to take over. The 3 phases of momentum. The push starting phase. This is the hardest part. Whether it's starting a new workout routine, writing a book, or saving money, the beginning feels slow and difficult. Most people quit at this stage because they don't see results immediately. The acceleration consistency phase. If you push long enough, things start getting easier. Your habits become automatic, and results start to show. This is where most success happens, but only those who stay consistent reach this stage. The unstoppable force mastery phase. Once you have momentum, success starts compounding rapidly. Your habits no longer feel like effort, they feel natural. You make progress without even thinking about it. Think of a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's small and moves slowly. But as it keeps rolling, it grows bigger and moves faster. This is how momentum works. How to build positive momentum in your life. If you feel like you're stuck, don't worry, momentum can be created. Here's how. White heavy check mark. Start with one small win. You don't need a huge success to build momentum. Just start with one small habit. Example, if you want to wake up earlier, start by waking up 10 minutes earlier each day. White heavy check mark. Be consistent, even when it feels slow. Momentum only builds if you stay consistent. Even if progress feels slow, keep going. White heavy check mark. Celebrate small victories. Success isn't just about big milestones. Recognize and reward your small wins, they build motivation. White heavy check mark. Eliminate momentum killers. Just as good habits build momentum, bad habits can destroy it. Avoid distractions, negativity, and excuses. How momentum works in different areas of life. Fire in health. Sticking to small fitness habits leads to natural energy and motivation to exercise more. Money bag in finances. Saving a little money each day builds wealth over time without feeling difficult. Open book in learning. Reading just 10 pages a day compounds into massive knowledge over the years. Key takeaway: momentum equals success on autopilot. If you can push past the starting phase and stay consistent, momentum will take over. Once it does, success becomes almost effortless. Your environment shapes your success. Now that we understand the power of momentum, it's time to focus on something just as important: your environment and influences. Darren Hardy explains that the people and surroundings we expose ourselves to daily have a massive impact on our habits, mindset, and ultimate success. Most people underestimate this, but it's often the difference between reaching your goals or staying stuck. The influence of the people around you. You've probably heard the phrase, backhand index pointing right. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This is not just a motivational quote, it's a powerful truth. Think about your closest friends, family members, and colleagues. Are they supportive, ambitious, and encouraging, or are they negative, lazy, and full of excuses? Darren Hardy divides people into 3 categories: associates, casual connections. These are acquaintances or co-workers. You don't need to cut them off, but limit their influence on your mindset. Friends, closer circle. Choose your friends wisely. Are they pushing you toward growth or holding you back? Mentors, your success circle. Surround yourself with people who are where you want to be. Learn from their mindset and habits. If you want to improve your health, spend time with fit and active people. If you want to grow financially, learn from those who manage money wisely. The people you allow into your life will either lift you up or pull you down. How to create a success-oriented environment. Your environment isn't just about people, it's also about what you consume daily. Small blue diamond: the content you consume. Are you constantly watching negative news? Do you spend hours on social media without learning anything valuable? Are you listening to people who complain all the time? Darren Hardy suggests feeding your mind with positive, educational content. Read books, listen to inspiring podcasts, and follow people who motivate you. Small blue diamond: your physical environment. A cluttered, disorganized workspace leads to a cluttered mind. Your home should be a place that encourages peace and productivity. If you're trying to eat healthy, don't keep junk food around. Your surroundings directly impact your daily habits, so set yourself up for success. Eliminating toxic influences. Just as good influences can push you forward, toxic influences can drag you down. These can be prohibited: negative people who always complain. Prohibited time-wasting habits like mindless scrolling. Prohibited an unsupportive environment that makes success harder. If you can't completely remove certain toxic people like family or colleagues, minimize your exposure to their negativity. Focus on protecting your mindset. The power of mastermind groups. One of the fastest ways to accelerate success is to join or create a mastermind group, a community of like-minded people who push each other to grow. Successful people don't succeed alone, they surround themselves with others who challenge them. This applies to any area of life. Heavy checkmark entrepreneurs form business mastermind groups. Heavy checkmark athletes train with others who push them. Heavy checkmark writers join communities that provide feedback and accountability. If you don't have successful people around you, seek them out through books, podcasts, or networking events. Key takeaway: design your environment for success. You don't need to rely on willpower alone. If your environment supports success, good habits become easier and automatic. If it doesn't, you'll always struggle. Tracking your progress, the secret to staying on course. Now that we've covered the power of habits, momentum, and environment, it's time to talk about something that most people overlook: tracking your progress. Darren Hardy emphasizes that success isn't just about setting goals, it's about consistently measuring your actions. If you don't track your progress, you won't know what's working and what's holding you back. Why tracking is a game changer. Most people don't fail because they lack knowledge or effort, they fail because they lose awareness of their daily choices. Think about it. Pushpin, have you ever wondered why you gained weight, even though you don't think you eat that much junk food? Pushpin, have you ever felt like you're working hard, but your bank account doesn't grow? Pushpin, have you set a goal, only to forget about it after a few weeks? The problem is lack of tracking. We tend to overestimate the good choices we make and underestimate the bad ones. By tracking, we bring clarity to our actions and can make adjustments before it's too late. What should you track? Darren Hardy suggests tracking any area of life where you want to improve. Here are a few key areas: money back finances, track your spending, saving, and investing. Small daily expenses add up over time. Person lifting weights, health and fitness, track your workouts, diet, and water intake. The numbers don't lie. Open book personal growth, track your reading, skills development, and time spent learning. Mantelpiece clock time management, track how you spend your hours daily. You'll be shocked at how much time gets wasted. The key is not to judge yourself but to gain awareness. Once you know where your time, energy, and money are going, you can start making better decisions. How to start tracking effectively. You don't need a complicated system, just something simple that keeps you accountable. White heavy check mark: use a journal or notebook, write down your key actions each day. White heavy check mark: use apps or spreadsheets. There are apps for tracking fitness, finances, habits, and more. White heavy check mark: create a habit tracker. Make a simple chart where you check off daily habits you want to build. At first, tracking may feel tedious. But once you make it a habit, it becomes second nature and the results will shock you. The power of micro adjustments. One of the biggest benefits of tracking is that it allows you to course correct early. Rocket pilots adjust their flight paths constantly. Even a 1-degree change can make the difference between landing in the right city or the wrong one. Automobile athletes track their training progress so they can tweak their routines for better performance. Money bag: successful entrepreneurs track their finances so they can adjust their business strategies in real time. By tracking small details, you avoid major failures before they happen. The accountability factor. Darren Hardy suggests finding an accountability partner, someone who will keep you honest about your progress. This could be heavy check mark: a mentor or coach. Heavy check mark: a friend who shares similar goals. Heavy check mark: a mastermind group that pushes you to stay on track. If you know someone is watching your progress, you will be more likely to stay disciplined. Key takeaway: what gets measured, gets improved. You can't improve what you don't measure. If you track your habits and progress, you'll gain clarity, avoid mistakes, and accelerate your results. The power of consistency, the key to long-term success. At this point, we've discussed how small habits, momentum, environment, and tracking all contribute to success. But none of these will work without one crucial factor: consistency. Darren Hardy emphasizes that success is not about big, dramatic actions, it's about small, smart choices repeated consistently over time. The problem is that most people start strong but lose motivation before they see real results. The truth is, you don't have to be the smartest, fastest, or most talented person, you just have to be the most consistent. Why is consistency so powerful? Most people give up too soon because they expect instant results. But success works like a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts slow but grows exponentially with time. Let's break this down. Fire in fitness: you want to see muscles after one workout, but if you exercise consistently, your body transforms. Money bag in finances: saving 5 per day might seem small, but over time, it compounds into huge wealth. Books in learning: reading 10 pages a day may not feel like much, but over a year, that's 3,650 pages, more than 10 books. Success is simply the result of small, smart choices repeated consistently. The problem: why do most people fail to stay consistent? Most people struggle with consistency because of two main reasons. Key cap 1: they don't see results fast enough. If results don't show up immediately, they assume it's not working and quit too soon. But the compound effect takes time. You must trust the process. Key cap 2: they let emotions control their actions. Motivation goes up and down. If you only take action when you feel motivated, you'll never be consistent. The key is to stick to your habits even when you don't feel like it. How to stay consistent even when you don't feel like it? White heavy check mark 1. Create a strong why. If you don't have a powerful reason for your goal, you won't stay consistent. Example: don't just say, "I want to lose weight." Say, "I want to be healthy so I can play with my kids without getting tired." The stronger your why, the easier it is to stay consistent. White heavy check mark 2. Focus on the process, not the outcome. Instead of obsessing over results, focus on building daily habits. Example: instead of thinking, "I need to lose 20 pounds, focus on "I will exercise for 30 minutes every day." When you focus on the habit, the results take care of themselves. White heavy check mark 3. Remove decision making, make it automatic. If you have to think about whether to do something, you'll make excuses. Example: lay out your gym clothes the night before so you don't even have to decide in the morning. The fewer decisions you have to make, the easier it is to stay consistent. White heavy check mark 4. Track your progress daily. As we discussed in the last session, tracking helps keep you accountable. Example: use a habit tracker and mark an X on each day you complete your habit. Seeing your progress will motivate you to keep going. White heavy check mark 5. Set non-negotiable rules. Make a personal rule that certain habits must happen, no matter what. Example: I will read for at least 5 minutes every day, no excuses. Once you make it a rule, it becomes part of your identity. White heavy check mark 6. Expect setbacks, but don't let them stop you. Everyone misses a day or makes a mistake, sometimes it's normal. The key is to get back on track immediately. One bad day won't ruin your progress, but quitting will. The magic of the compound effect in action. Let's say two people decide to get healthier. Person A, walks for 30 minutes every day. Prohibited person B, exercises hard for a week, then stops. At first, the difference is small. But after 6 months, person A has developed a lifestyle of fitness, while person B is still stuck in the cycle of starting and quitting. The lesson: consistency beats intensity. Key takeaway: small daily choices create big results over time. If you can commit to small positive actions every single day, success becomes inevitable. The secret isn't luck or talent, it's consistency. Multiplying your results, smart choices, and eliminating distractions. Now that we've covered the power of consistency, it's time to take things to the next level. Darren Hardy explains that once you build momentum, you can multiply your success by making smarter choices and eliminating distractions that slow you down. Many people work hard but don't see big results because they're focused on the wrong things. If you want to accelerate your success, you must become strategic about where you put your energy. The 80-20 rule: focus on high-impact actions. One of the biggest mistakes people make is treating all tasks as equal. But not all actions create the same results. This is where the 80-20 rule Pareto principle comes in. Pushpin: what is the 80-20 rule? 80% of your results come from just 20% of your actions. The key to success is identifying the high-impact actions that bring the biggest results. For example, heavy checkmark: in business, 20% of your customers generate 80% of your profits. Heavy checkmark: in fitness, 20% of exercises give you 80% of your progress. Heavy checkmark: in relationships, 20% of your efforts create 80% of happiness. How to apply the 80-20 rule in your life? White heavy checkmark. Step 1. Identify your most effective actions. Look at your past efforts. What actions brought the biggest improvements? Example: if you want to lose weight, focus on the 20% of habits like eating clean and lifting weights that drive most of the results. White heavy checkmark. Step 2. Reduce or eliminate low-value activities. Are you spending too much time on things that don't help you? Example: scrolling social media, watching too much TV, or doing busy work that doesn't matter. White heavy checkmark. Step 3. Double down on what works. Once you find your high-impact actions, do more of them. Example: if networking is helping your business grow, invest more time in building relationships. When you prioritize the right actions, you'll achieve success faster with less effort. Eliminating distractions: protect your focus. One of the biggest reasons people don't achieve their goals is distraction. In today's world, it's easy to get sidetracked by social media, endless notifications, and low-priority tasks. If you want to achieve massive success, you must learn to protect your focus. How to eliminate distractions and stay focused. Small blue diamond: turn off notifications. Constant notifications break your concentration. Check your phone only at specific times. Small blue diamond: create a focused work environment. Remove distractions from your workspace. If possible, work in a quiet place. Small blue diamond: time blocking. Set specific time slots for deep work. Example: work for 90 minutes without interruptions, then take a break. Small blue diamond: say no more often. Many people stay busy with tasks that don't help them. Protect your time by saying no to unimportant things. Small blue diamond: use the one thing rule. Ask yourself, what is the one thing I can do today that will make everything else easier? Then, focus on that first. The less distracted you are, the faster you'll achieve your goals. Leveraging your strengths: play to your unique advantage. Darren Hardy also emphasizes the importance of focusing on your strengths instead of trying to improve weaknesses. Most people waste time trying to be good at everything, but successful people double down on what they do best. White heavy check mark. Find your natural talents. What are you naturally good at? What comes easily to you? White heavy check mark. Outsource or minimize weaknesses. If something isn't your strength, can you delegate it or spend less time on it? White heavy check mark. Maximize your energy. Work on your most important tasks when you feel most energetic and focused. When you play to your strengths, success becomes easier and more enjoyable. Key takeaway: work smarter, not just harder. Success isn't just about working hard, it's about working on the right things. When you, heavy check mark, focus on high impact actions. 80-20 rule. Heavy check mark. Eliminate distractions that waste your time. Heavy check mark. Leverage your strengths instead of fixing weaknesses. You'll achieve faster, bigger results with less stress and effort. Creating unstoppable momentum and sustaining success. We've covered how small choices, consistency, tracking, focus, and smart decisions all contribute to long-term success. But here's the final piece of the puzzle: how to sustain momentum and keep growing once you've built success. Darren Hardy explains that success isn't about one-time effort, it's about maintaining momentum over a lifetime. Many people work hard to reach a certain level, then slow down or get comfortable, causing them to lose progress. If you want continuous success, you must create a system that keeps you moving forward no matter what. Why momentum is the key to long-term success. Once you've built positive habits and discipline, momentum becomes your best friend. The hardest part of any journey is starting, but once you're in motion, things become easier. Think of it like pushing a heavy car, automobile. At first, it takes a lot of effort to get it rolling. Automobile, but once it's moving, it requires less force to keep going. Automobile, if you stop pushing, the car will eventually slow down and stop. Success works the same way. If you stop taking action, you lose momentum. That's why many people see initial success but then fall back into old habits. They stop pushing forward. How to build and sustain momentum. To make sure you don't lose progress, you must set up systems that keep you moving forward automatically. White heavy check mark. 1. Always set the next goal. Once you reach a milestone, immediately set a new target to keep yourself engaged. Example: if you hit your fitness goal, challenge yourself to run a marathon or build muscle. White heavy check mark. 2. Keep raising your standards. Success isn't about reaching a final destination, it's about continuous growth. Example: if you saved 10,000, aim for 50,000 next. If you read 10 books, try 20 books next year. White heavy check mark. 3. Stay accountable. Success is easier when you surround yourself with people who push you to keep growing. Find a mentor, a mastermind group, or an accountability partner who will challenge you. White heavy check mark. 4. Maintain your winning habits. Many people make the mistake of stopping good habits once they achieve success. Example: some people lose weight, then stop exercising and regain it. Some entrepreneurs build a business, then stop innovating and lose momentum. The secret to lifelong success: keep doing what got you there. White heavy check mark. 5. Protect your mindset. You will face challenges, failures, and setbacks. That's part of the journey. The key is to stay mentally strong and never let obstacles break your momentum. Read books, listen to audiobooks, and surround yourself with positive influences that keep you motivated. Avoiding the trap of comfort and complacency. One of the biggest threats to success is comfort. Many people work hard to achieve their goals, then relax and stop growing. Police car like Darren Hardy warns that comfort leads to decline. Think about it, businesses that stop innovating get left behind. Athletes who stop training lose their edge. People who stop learning fall behind in life. The moment you stop challenging yourself, you start moving backward. The solution: keep setting bigger challenges for yourself. Success isn't about reaching a certain level, it's about never stopping your growth. Key takeaway: keep pushing forward, no matter what. The final lesson from the compound effect is simple: heavy checkmark small, smart choices made consistently over time create massive success. Heavy checkmark: the real key to success is sustaining momentum, never stop learning, growing, and improving. Heavy checkmark: the best way to avoid failure is to keep setting higher goals and challenging yourself. Success is not something you achieve once, it's something you maintain for life. Final words: your future is in your hands. Darren Hardy's message is clear: you are 100% responsible for your success. Pushpin: there are no shortcuts, no magic tricks, and no overnight success stories. Pushpin: success comes down to daily decisions, smart habits, and long-term commitment. Pushpin: if you stay consistent, focused, and disciplined, you will achieve extraordinary success. The question is, are you ready to take control of your life and apply the compound effect?